Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Kirby Tankson Gaming Productions 39, back here again with yet another video. And today, I'm kind of just doing another one of these discussion videos. I've only really done one discussion video, and that's really just the video on the Cars deleted scenes. I still need to do a part 2 to that, since I only talked about the really creepy deleted scenes. Since this is my second ever discussion video, and it's possible that I might start doing more of these, I am going to start, filming gaming in the background, if you guys don't mind. I'm playing Super Mario Bros. Wii, as you can see here. Sorry if I suck a little. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good, but there are some bonehead moves I make sometimes. And if I'm going to do any more of these discussion type videos in the future, I might start, just putting a, video of me gaming in the background as I'm talking, like how the Cars Police is making his discussion videos when he does stuff. It won't be Super Mario all the time. I was just playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii because recently I've been trying to play that, so I figured, why not for just, this video. I will try to do more, Cars video gameplays, in the background, if I do many more of these discussion videos. I was mainly doing it for this video, just because I don't know what, kind of footage to show here or anything. I'm not gonna show any pictures of my regular OC talking, because, well, that's the whole thing. That's what this video is about. If you guys have followed my channel for a while, then you would know that I do have a Cars OC, and his name is Kirby Tankson. This picture, as you can see, is the old design of Kirby Tankson. As you can see here, he is a Lowe's racer, wearing the number 39, and of course, he's also a Cars 3 stock car model. However, how he was really a Cars 3 stock car model didn't really make sense to me. Yes, he's named Kirby Tankson, so technically, in my lore, he's basically the brother of Phil Tankson, the Cars 3 stock car for Nitro Aid. But Kirby Tankson doesn't race in the Piston Cup, so for him to really be a Piston Cup model and not race there is really just strange to me. Plus, I'm not sure if this design really looks all that great, to be honest. I mean, I think it's pretty good, but it definitely has some pretty big flaws. The design is supposed to be based off of Jimmie Johnson's 2011 paint job. Since Jimmie Johnson is my favorite NASCAR driver of all time, and I absolutely love his Lowe's paint job. For the diecast, I think I did a pretty good job replicating the paint job and putting it on there. But you can tell because of that, it's really just Jimmie Johnson's 2011 primary paint job, but put on a Cars 3 stock car. And when you compare him to the photo of Kirby Tankson I showed a bit ago, you can tell that the diecast and the photo I made of him aren't very accurate, so yeah. And to be honest, for a while, I never really felt that fully satisfied with Kirby Tankson as an OC. Heck, he was probably a little bit worse than I will admit, to be honest. And that's why recently, I've been thinking about fixing him. About redesigning Kirby Tankson to look a lot better than he used to. Fix so many inconsistencies that he has. And basically, yeah, that's what I plan to do. And I'm also going to point out that I want to make him more unique than just being, oh, he's the brother of his creator's favorite Piston Cup racer of all time. And I'm also going to add that Kirby Tankson is basically also going to get surgery. Why? Because I want his model to actually kind of make sense for being in the sport that it is. Now, I actually love the Cars 3 stock car molds. You know, they're my favorite Piston Cup generation of all time and everything. But I want Kirby Tankson to have a model and be in a sport that just makes so much sense, I made a post a few weeks ago asking you all if it was fine if I redesigned him. Some of you all didn't really care in the comments, so I did what I really did not want to do. I made a community poll, and most of you all said it was fine and everything, so I'm hoping you all like it, even if it's something you weren't wanting. But I tried to make it as good as possible. So, anyways, let's show it off. Here it is, everyone. Kirby Tankson's redesign. So, there it is, the new Kirby Tankson. And automatically, you can at least see what I was going for here. I had many thoughts, like, should I ditch Lowe's, and head for, like, another sponsor or something? Maybe make my own sponsor, or maybe just, like, have him be sponsored by a Piston Cup sponsor or whatever. Maybe something that's not Nitro 8 at least. But in the end, I came down to this one decision. Let's do Lowe's, but this time, let's make it a little more interesting. Instead of basically just doing one Jimmy Johnson paint job and having it be based off that, why don't we make this a mix between all sorts of Jimmy Johnson paint jobs? You see, I'm talking all sorts of paint jobs from the era of Jimmy here. Some of my favorite Jimmy Johnson paint schemes all mixed into one. And that was indeed the inspiration for Kirby Tankson's redesign here. I mean, you could tell this was supposed to be a mixture of some of Jimmy Johnson's most iconic paint jobs. Thank gosh I chose to stick with Lowe's rather than going for Ally. And of course, as you can tell, the model is definitely not the same as it originally was. Kirby Tankson was originally supposed to be in this one sport where any car can just race no matter what model they are, but now that I just look back on that, I just think it's so silly, so that's why he's moving into a legit motorsport and not whatever this silly thing I came up with is. Hence the model change. Most of you could probably tell already, but he is wearing the Miguel Camino mold. I basically chose this mold because I have another Miguel Camino diecast that I can use. I also have a Nigel Gearsley one, but I ultimately decided to use Miguel Camino. Why? Well, you'll see soon. Another reason for this is also because Miguel Camino is one of my favorite World Grand Prix racers. Plus, he also has one of my favorite, models of any World Grand Prix racer, too. And he was my former favorite before Raul Sarul dethroned him. Although, as you can tell here, he has a different artwork from Miguel Camino for some odd reason. Why is that? Because this is actually a drawing over Spanish flag Miguel Camino from Cars Fast as Lightning. This was ultimately because I wanted Kirby Tankson to have a bit more of a unique artwork. It was used in Cars Fast as Lightning, yes, but honestly, I think it's a bit more unique from Miguel Camino's regular artwork that he uses for his regular paint job. Now, I know a question you all might be thinking by now if you've examined the design already just by looking at the image. Kirby Tankson, what the heck is IFCA?
Good question.
IFCA is basically supposed to be the car's equivalent to the real-life sport called IMSA. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've heard, it's apparently a mixture between Grand Touring Sports and Le Mans. I'm a NASCAR fan, so I don't really know too much about other motorsports. I've learned a little bit from cars too, plus I've also seen some highlights on YouTube of IMSA and IndyCar sometimes. I do actually watch an IndyCar race occasionally, I do like the sport, it's just not one of the sports that I really follow that much. I have seen some videos of rally cars, those are pretty cool to watch. And Formula 1 is boring as frick. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry guys, I know. I'm a guy of unpopular opinions, I'm sorry. Also worth mentioning that IFCA stands for this: International Fast Cars Association. But basically, since some of the World Grand Prix racers could have possibly been Grand Touring Sports or Le Mans or possibly IFCA racers, if you want to consider that a possibility for a headcanon, I don't know. Then, yeah, basically, I just thought Kirby Tankson really fit into that category. So one of the models could have been him. And I chose Miguel Camino because I really like his model a lot, and he's the only other really racer who's got another diecast I can use. And I'm planning on doing something with the other Nigel Gearsley diecast that I have, which you might see in the future. Now finally, let's compare Kirby Tankson's original design versus this new one. Another thing you can tell just by looking at the design is that Kirby Tankson has a different eye color now. I didn't even give the original one green eyes before. I think they fit more since my eyes are kind of greenish bluish. Now, I don't believe every choice I made about this redesign is really that perfect, but then again, is anyone's OCs really that perfect or anything? So, yeah. Weird choices for me to just decide to change the model because it fits a motorsport more. But, I just wanted to basically try something new, and I think it's really cool, Another thing that's really cool about Kirby Tankson having this different model is that it's just nice for Kirby to still be in the same racing family as the Tankson family, but this time, with a different model than the Cars 3 stock car mold. I'm actually really happy with this redesign and how it turned out and everything. And I am also going to say that I'm a little more proud to call Kirby Tankson my OC. I do plan on doing more stuff with him in the future as a character and everything to make him his more own original character and everything. And yes, I definitely plan on making a Cars Driving Around the World episode with him in it. Not going to be the first episode of season 2 or anything, but yeah, I definitely plan on it. Now, last but not least, yes, I do plan on making a diecast of Kirby Tankson, a custom one, of course. But first things first, I gotta get a silver Sharpie. By the time this video even comes out, I'll have probably gotten a silver Sharpie at this point and have already made my new custom of Kirby Tankson. But I guarantee that once I have made that custom, it will debut in a short that I plan on making that has Kirby Tankson in it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you like the new redesign and everything. And please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and, comment and all that. But anyways, this is Kirby Tankson Gaming Productions 39. See y'all next time.